This is Radio Nepal. I am Dila Prasai with the news. The headlines first. CPN-UML leader Debraj Khimiri elected as Speaker of House of Representatives with 167 votes. Election for new Deputy Speaker scheduled for January 21st. Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal Prachanda says efforts are on the way to force national consensus in presidential post. And Jacinda Ardern to step down as New Zealand's Prime Minister. Now the news in detail. CPN-UML lawmaker Debraj Khimiri has been elected as the Speaker of the House of Representatives, securing 167 votes. A total of 268 members took part in the voting, while one lawmaker remained neutral during the voting. CPN-UML lawmaker Khimiri and Nepali Congress lawmaker Ishwari Devi Neupane were in the race to become the House Speaker. Newly elected House Speaker Khimiri was elected to the House of Representatives from Chapa constituency 2. Likewise, following the election of the House Speaker, the House of Representatives is set to elect the Deputy Speaker on the 21st of January. In the meeting of the lower house yesterday, senior-most member of the House, Pashupati Samsay Rana, who chaired the meeting yesterday, read out the information. The House meeting also directed Parliament Secretariat to prepare for the election of the Deputy Speaker. Prior to the election of the House Speaker, Nepali Congress had demanded the government to inform the House regarding the recent Yeti airline plane crash in Pokhara. Taking time at the beginning of the meeting, Chief Whip of Nepali Congress, Ramesh Lekhak, demanded a ruling in the name of the government regarding the plane crash. Likewise, in the House meeting, Culture, Tourism and Civil Aviation Minister Sudan Kirati informed the Parliament that the bodies of the deceased in the Yeti airline plane crash were being handed to the respective families for after post-mortem. Minister Kirati said out of 72 people on board, the bodies of 71 people had been recovered so far, and the search for the missing one is underway. Expressing the government's commitment to a safe sky, Tourism Minister Kirati said the ministry had made a compulsory technical test of each plane before the flights, not to late any such incidents. Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal Prachanda says efforts are on the way to force a national consensus in picking up a common candidate for the presidential post. Talking to media persons after the election for the new House Speaker yesterday, Prime Minister Dahal said he and the ruling coalition were trying to make a common understanding for electing a new head of the state. The Prime Minister added that the new House Speaker was elected with a clear majority yesterday as all the political parties from the ruling alliance stood firm together. Deputy Prime Minister and Home Minister Rabi Lamichhane says he will not carry out any work breaching the laws and procedures, responding to the question raised by Congress lawmaker Ram Hari Khatiwada regarding an absconding Member of Parliament Lakshmi Mahatakhori yesterday. Deputy Prime Minister Lamichhane vowed not to take any steps out of the system and procedure. Home Minister Lamichhane also pledged to stop civil servants' promotion and transfer through connection and nepotism. The University Bill 2022 has been tabled in yesterday's meeting of the National Assembly. Minister for Foreign Affairs Dr. Bimala Rai Paudel presented the bill on behalf of Minister for Education, Science and Technology Sisir Khanal. Minister Paudel stressed the need for setting up a university for the quality development of the country. The meeting also endorsed the proposal for nominations to various thematic committees. Earlier, in a special hour of the upper house meeting, lawmakers drew the government's attention to various national issues affecting people's lives. In the Zero House of the Upper House session, the lawmakers asked the government to ensure the safety of the Nepali sky. The government has forwarded different plans to minimize current expenditure while unveiling a guideline to reduce current expenditure 2022. As per the guidelines released by Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Finance Bisnu Paudel, the administrative and current expenses in the government agencies would be cut by 50%, abiding by the budget statement. As per the guidelines, non-essential trips of the government officials and procurement of goods will be discouraged. Ministries' publications would be uploaded to the websites instead of printing them. Additional allowances given for budget drafting would not be given. Chief Minister of Lumbini Province, Leela Giri, secured a vote of confidence in the Provincial Assembly yesterday. Chief Minister Giri received 57 votes from the ruling alliance members. In addition, he received a vote from CPN Unified Socialist Province Assembly member Bhagwati Khimire. British Ambassador to Nepal, Nicola Pollitt, paid a courtesy call on Deputy Prime Minister and Home Minister Ravi Lamichhane yesterday, according to the Secretariat of Home Minister Lamichhane during the meeting held at the Ministry of Home Affairs. Matters relating to strengthening of mutual relations between the two countries were discussed. The Chinese embassy hosted a reception to celebrate the Chinese New Year, Year of the Rabbit, yesterday. The reception was also organized to welcome the newly appointed Chinese ambassador to Nepal, Chen Song. The National Assembly Chairman Ganesh Prasad Timalsina, former Prime Ministers Chalanath Khanal and Dr. Baburam Bhattrai, ministers, parliamentarians, politicians, diplomats, high-ranking personnel of the security agencies, businessmen, journalists and social workers amongst other participated in the reception. Speaking at the reception, National Assembly Chairman Timalsina reminded the people in the hall about the excellent relationship between Nepal and China. He also expressed gratitude for China's continuous support for Nepal's socio-economic development endeavours. Similarly, Chinese Ambassador Chen said he was thankful for the love that Nepalis had for China and expressed confidence that the projects under the Belt and Road Initiative BRI framework would move ahead in mutual understanding. The reception saw cultural performances from both Nepali and Chinese performers. New Zealand's Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern has said she will resign from her post next month and will not contest this year's general elections. According to the BBC, Ardern's announcement comes as polling indicates the Labour Party faces a difficult path to re-election on the coming 14th of October. Ardern will step down by the 7th of February. If no would-be successor garners the support of two-thirds of the party room, the vote will go to the Labour's lay membership. Labour MPs will vote to find her replacement on Sunday. Ardern became the youngest female head of the government in the world when she was elected the Prime Minister of New Zealand in 2017 at the age of 37. More countries have answered Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky's call to send further arms to Ukraine. The USA's package worth $2.5 billion will be sent, including armored vehicles and air defense system. Several European nations promised their own new packages, including hundreds of missiles placed to Kiev by the UK. The announcements come ahead of a meeting scheduled in Germany on Friday, in which 50 countries are set to coordinate arms supplies. A meeting on Thursday saw representatives from 11 nations gather at any army base in Estonia to discuss a range of new packages to help Ukraine recapture territory and fend off any further Russian advances. 9 countries, the UK, Poland, Latvia, Lithuania, Denmark, Czech Republic, Estonia, the Netherlands, Slovakia, promised their support. Now the general weather forecast for the country for today. Forecasting division says the weather is likely to be partly to generally cloudy in Karnali province and Sudur Pashchim province and the hilly regions of Gandaki province. Light rain is likely to occur at one or two places in Karnali province and Sudur Pashchim province. It will be partly cloudy to mainly fair in the rest of the provinces. There are also chances of light snowfall at a few places in the central and western high mountainous regions and at one or two places in the eastern high mountainous region. Kathmandu's weather report now. Maximum temperature of 15.2 degrees Celsius and minimum temperature of 3.3 degrees Celsius. With this news, we have come to the end of this bulletin, but before we wrap up the headlines once again. CPN-UML leader Debraz Kimiri elected as Speaker of House of Representatives with 167 votes. Election for new Deputy Speaker scheduled for January 21st. Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal Prachanda says efforts are on the way to force national consensus in presidential post. And Jacinda Ardern to step down as New Zealand's Prime Minister. Well, that's all that we have for this edition. Our next English news edition is at 2 in the afternoon. You can also listen to us online at our website www.radionepal.gov.np for more news and online programs. Stay tuned, stay safe, and have a good day.